Oh man. Good morning to those who are watching, and evening, whichever you are, nerds. But anyways, there's a new focus summon today, and it has Azura as one of the units. That's pretty crazy and actually kind of exciting. So it seems this one's based around the weapon triangle, which of course means that we also have... I'm not really too sure, you know, if this will really have any pulls outside of Azura, if you really do go with it, but of course we have Cecilia and Titania, which are two green units, and then of course Hinata over there. I think Hinata gets a ruby weapon, but basically from my understanding all the theme here is, you know, weapons that are kinda based around trying to do extra damage to the other, you know, to their advantage. From my understanding, at least. Although Cecilia is a little bit of a weird one, mostly because I think that's just because she is the tome that does more to colorless initially. Actually, we can take a look at that real quick, because why not? I also wanted to show you guys what's going to be happening in the next few days as I work on a few things, and I figured I would, you know, just bug you guys and have you join me in some crazy little adventures before we, you know, just see what happens. So, I'm actually working on my Horse Emblem Team, which I've been working on for a little while, and I have really kind of fell off the wagon because I had some problems. Originally, we had Olwen. Where is Olwen? And, you know, she ended up with Blarblade, which was Odin, and honestly, not the best idea. I may actually just sacrifice Olwen here because, unfortunately, her IVs are pretty terrible. And I thought, oh, well, maybe, you know... Maybe Blarblade, or whatever it's called, the Blade Tome, would help her out, but honestly, yeah, I might just make her inheritance fodder and give it to maybe, I don't know, Lind, in case I need to. I don't know. Instead, I was working on Ursula now, who is going to be my little exchange right now, so I'll show you what my team is going to be, and it is interchangeable outside of that, because a lot of people were going, so how goes that Fire Emblem Heroes team, I mean Horse team? Well, I guess I'll show you. So, right now we actually have several tome users that I actually have. Here is Leo. He currently has Rawblade. He actually can probably get the upgrade version of it if I really wanted to waste the SP on it, but usually Blade Tomes, you don't really need to go the extra mile just for that 4 damage, but if you really want to, you can. Really considering giving him, you know, quick riposte or something else, but really what I want to try and aim for him is probably something of a command skill, drag back, you know, things like that. I mean, draw back, and what is the other one? For an A skill, life and death. I'm going to be killing so many poor Hanas. Like, this little girl has gone through so much, but she's going to be dead soon, guys. Not this one, but, you know, my other Hanas that I have. Not that one. No, that one's safe. And we also have my Cecilia, which is actually probably my most further along unit when it comes to actual usage. And I figured I would take the time to just pull her out. Where is she? Ah, here we go. Here's my Celia right now. This one is the most complete. She's still missing her B skill, which will probably be Desperation, or maybe even Vantage if I really feel like it, or a breaker ability. I'm contemplating that, but Life and Death, she already has her, you know, Blade Tome plus, yeah, that was right, Grand Raven. Yeah, that is why she's in there, because she can do extra damage to colorless. I guess that's a good way of putting it in there, but I think, you know, if you really wanted to, you probably could have put Robin back in, but anyways, I guess maybe I'm just getting off the subject there. Still, nonetheless, you know, there's Cecilia. Yeah, that's a bit odd. Outside of that, we also have Priscilla here, who I'm still working on. She's near completion as well, at least stat-wise and, you know, ability-wise when it comes down to it. She is missing her Wrathful Staff, but that's because we have another Priscilla over here that I'm currently leveling to get it and fold over to her, just in case I want to give her some more, you know, interesting abilities, be it different bombs or whatnot. But here's the other one. She's already on Wrathful Staff 2. I'm building her up to get up to Wrathful Staff 3. And the reason why I'm doing this is because I kind of want to see how well, and yes, in case you're watching this and you're new to my channel at all, that was Close Counter on Priscilla. That's a whole other story, but still, yeah, that's something that is kind of going on. Right now, the idea is to make a whole mage team out of it and just see how it works, but I also will probably be getting Xander up here I know I have him in the wings somewhere. There he goes. Xander's a good option in case you have him. Eldigan is, I believe, another really fantastic red unit that you can use. And then there's, of course, Ellawood. I'm considering building up one of these. I'm probably going to go with Xander just because he has a unique, sword. And it typically, I feel that he will probably do a bit better. But Ellawood can do the resistance thing. I don't know. It's really hard. Guys, if you have any opinions on this, I said that if you, since we're talking about Horse Emblem and people keep asking me what would be a good build, if you want a really cheap and effective Horse Emblem that can just be easily sustained and easily made, you probably want to go with, I don't think I have Jagen anymore. I think I actually fused him lastly with my, which one would you does? Yeah, I actually did that with Ursula there. And basically, he has a good fortify ability, and he's not a bad unit. We also, of course, have Gunter, who I believe is down here somewhere. Yes, Gunter is also a pretty cheap, effective unit, as he already has Hone, and also Hone Cavalry as an actual ability that he gets later. So yeah, there you go. I mean, if you really wanted to build a Horse Emblem team on the cheap, you could probably go with Gunter, maybe Jagen, and you could do it from there. Personally, I'm going with my Ursulas. I'm going to be combining them eventually, since they're, all neutral. This one's going to have the Fortify abilities and probably a Goad. This one is going to have Desperation and any sort of breaker ability that I want to give them. And then eventually, we're going to fuse them all the way up to my Ursula over here. Where are you? Right there, and we're going to take that and then we're going to fuse it into her, and she's going to have all of these abilities automatically. This one actually already has the Blair Blade already learned, so it's good to go. It's fantastic and fun and very interesting to see, so I figured why not. We'll see how that goes. And she doesn't have the plus version, but honestly, again, you don't really need to worry too much about it. She already has the Werewolf, which of course is the cavalry killer. But also she has, the nice ability Death Blow right from the get. So if you really wanted to, you could probably give her Life and Death too, and then slap Desperation on her, because I think she does well, at least if you get her speed up there. Life and Death is something that's really valuable in this game, and wow, that was a really bad. Nowadays, it's a really vital ability. So if you ever get the time to just look it over, yeah, that's what I'm going to be doing. If you ever need a good other, Olwen is a fantastic caster if you decide to go with a blue unit who needs a good, who basically can be pretty good at what she does. She actually already has Dire Thunder, which is something that Reinhardt actually has. For those who don't know, Reinhardt is a fantastic other mage that you can bring along, and he does not need any sort of, Blade Tome, honestly, because he, at least at 5 stars, he gets Dire Thunder, which doubles automatically, and he has quite a lot of speed already. And quite a lot of damage, at least, from what I remember. Well, maybe more damage. I think he might have more damage. So he'll be hitting like a truck. And Olwen can already be pretty speedy in her own right. I said in my own right again. Yeah. So there you go for speed. With this, and that's with that's without the, what is it called? Talking. That's without the Dire Thunder, which she comes with naturally, and it is a good spell for her to have, but you'll probably want to change over to the Blade Tomes. Reinhardt's probably the only one who really can use Dire Thunder really effectively. He can really hit hard with that. That's just how you go about it. So that's my team right now is Leo, Ursula, probably Reinhardt as a turnaround in case I want to move him in and out of dealing with Ursula, because he hits pretty hard, and then also Leo, but I might change that out for Xander in case I need a good unit who can do things that would be a little bit more hefty, as they were. And that's basically all my horse team. For those who want to know, we're going to be doing arena battles with them as a joke to see how Priscilla will do, because she's been built up to this for so long, and I really want to have some interesting exchanges with that, see how that goes. So I just figured I would do that. As for the new summon focus, that's actually a pretty interesting one. Azura was probably, is of course S tier and maybe above that. I forget what exactly her tier is, but she is probably the most valuable unit in that whole exchange there. Not so thrilled about Hinata and Titania, but you can of course get Cecilia, who is a decent enough unit if you decide to go with Horse Emblem, which I figured was a vital thing to talk about. Next time, maybe we'll talk about flying units, who knows, but I figured I would take my time. Unfortunately, this is day what of, you know, no daily orbs. I got 100 feathers. Go me. And then there was, okay, well, technically we got our Sunday daily orb, which happens every week. Go team. Alright, so I'm gonna just hop off for now, catch you later, and we'll talk about other things soon. I actually have another video coming up after this where I'm gonna open up something interesting for you guys. So see you soon. Thanks for watching.